Did you know children are like little starfish? Why, you may ask yourself? Well, because children develop from the top down and the inside out. And it's really important, especially if your children are going onto big school this September, to recognise that they need to develop their whole bodies. Don't just fixate on their fine motor skills. When children develop from the top down, that's called cephalocordial. When children develop from the inside out, that's called proximal distal. And children need to develop holistically. They're not going to develop their pencil control and writing their name until they've developed their core strength, their physicality, their muscular skeletal development. Children need to develop inside out. What that means, the stability to sit up straight, but also the pencil control comes from their shoulders first. Have you ever noticed when little children are starting to develop their fine motor skills and they're starting to write, they hold their pen in a palmar grasp and the movement comes from the shoulder. Then gradually, as they develop and practice those skills, eventually the movement comes from the elbow. Then gradually, as they develop more and they practice repetition, the movement, the shoulder stays still, the elbow stays still, and the movement comes from the wrist. And only then, eventually, does the movement come from the fingers. And if you look at how you write, your shoulder doesn't move, your elbow doesn't move, your wrist doesn't move. It's your fingers that do the movement. Just watch your youngest children and where the movement comes from. These are the pivotal joints, the load-bearing joints, and children need to develop strength in their whole bodies first. This, and finally, this. So let's not push our children to follow dotted lines, go over your writing, to sit them down to practice their name. What we need to do is get children out playing, big body movement, outdoor play, just moving, developing, playing that whole body. These are all stepping stones when eventually, when their whole body is ready, they'll be ready to write their names. Don't push them ahead quicker, faster, sooner. You'll be stepping over important milestones. Hope that helps. Bye.